Hey, I'm Marcus and I'm playing Crusader Kings 3. And I'm wondering, will we ever have a boring episode with our good Kralj? I don't know. I don't think that will ever be the case. He is now 43, as we do see in perfect health, even though he is drinking quite heavily, as we do see he's a drunkard. He's also quite expanded a bit, right? That's I think you can see that from the image here. Like, he's indulging in wine and food, probably for many reasons. One of which is the grayed out person to his right here, and that is his wife Božena, who was murdered on the, or tragically murdered on the grand wedding of their own son and heir Prvaneg to Irina, the princess of the Rurikids. Right, and I guess that does something to him. Right? He has already been in this position where he felt that he was not given what he was supposed to have. He has grown resentful, and now with the death of his wife, I think we finally reached that point where he would become more autocratic, I guess. Like less generous towards governors or anyone else really around him apart from the people that he loves. And he'll be more forward, I think, with certain things. I did see that we have the food taster assigned at court. That is Matiyahu. And he could keep an ear to the ground, right? There we have a scheme discovery chance plus 7%. I think that's a good thing to do. We're already trying to terrify our court in order to... I guess that's something that's a valid thing to do. Apart from that, I think we're fine when it comes to this one here. We'll look later, maybe. Alright, okay, so... one thing after the other. First of all, coming back to the grand wedding. I think overall it was a success, of course. It was a good wedding, but there was these nagging doubts, and I'm not sure which of the children said it. Might have been Helena or Claudia, saying that not sure if Irina was the right choice for Prvaneg. And while on the surface, I think Josip would disagree. Like, wow, she's tall, she's beautiful, right? They're going to have great children. On the other hand, is her soft nature. And with Prvaneg already not being the most decisive person, I think, he is kind of afraid that she would not push him to greatness, where he cannot do that himself. Which is a valid concern, I guess. So he would like to find something for Prvaneg to do, to hone his skills as a governor before he takes over the Kraljevstvo. And I've settled on Ragusa. There currently is a Županica in there here, Damjana, of the Vojislavjević family. And I noticed that, of course, since we are a administrative system, we can just revoke appointments, and that's not a big deal. Like, we just spend some influence, and she would accept. That's that. That's not going to be mad about it. There you go. And now she's out on the street. That happens. Okay, so what we do is we grant the whole thing to Prvaneg. Now, I've heard the call for Beard Watch, and Beard Watch says that his beard won't do. He's trying something fancy here. I recognize that. By the way, if we go ahead and put Ina back in the picture, look how much taller she is than him. Oh. Well, I guess he's fine. He doesn't seem to have some kind of complexes when it comes to that. I think Josip would be the one that would be disturbed by that fact. I think Prvaneg is fine, right? He's good. Again, now, okay, so the beard does not go. His father is going to take him. There we go. To a barbier. And I guess something short and well kept, that will do for now. He's young still. He can grow a proper beard whenever he gets to that age and that importance. There you go. Just like a normal beard, son. Have a normal beard. And with that done... Oh yeah, by the way, he does have... Yeah, his prowess is not the best. His base prowess is not very good, right? And I thought, since I don't really know what to do with these artifacts here, and I do have this dagger here. That gives a prowess +3 modifier, which is quite good, actually. I could just repair that one and then hand it to him, so he would know how to defend himself. That's something that we think is now important. So there you go. There was also something else, like demand equip artifact. Oh, he does have an initials necklace. Right. Bronze letter adorned with black glass crystal rhinestones and gold claw clasps. It displays the initials of Prvaneg. And that is a gift from Irina. Okay, yeah, I can equip that one. There we go. So now he does have a dagger to defend himself. And I guess we could grant an appointment. And I guess he will give him the whole Banovina. That, you know, he should be that important in the end. We don't need that one terribly anyway. There we go. Oh, she's looking better now. She doesn't have that, like, felt hat. She does have that proper crown thing, whatever that is. And they are off to Ragusa. Oh, he's able to hold some holdings, right? So he is already holding that city here. Okay. So that's him then. Sorry, wearing a crown now. Good for him. I think that's... Like, I guess I could go ahead and say I mentor him in governance. I guess that would be something that he could do. There we go. He needs help. Also that's something that Josip realizes. That Prvaneg needs help. Needs a lot of help. And Josip knows that whatever he's leaving behind will need a lot of looking after and you know, ruling. Okay. Anyway, okay, that's him. That's him for now. The other thing is, like, we're constantly, obviously, looking at the treasury, and it's not really doing what we wanted to do. Like, it's a meager 4.5 now, which again is better than the, I don't know, minus 50 we had at some point. So let's boost the economy a little, and I guess we do that by building buildings. Stress-wise, we're fine currently. I guess we can put some coin in our treasury without getting mad. Let's have a look into Split first. No, we're currently building in Split. So let's have a look at Zadar. Ah, they're so close to each other. And then I guess we can just do with farms and fields, I guess. There we go. In Kanin, I need more coin for that. We could upgrade the quarries. And then going back to Mokro. And that is, I guess, where we could... yeah, I guess upgrade the Morix harvesters to Morix fisheries. Need 237 for that. Alright. Yeah, quite an investment, but again, like, I guess we need that to boost treasury. Alright. Oh yeah, by the way, I think at some point he would really like to manifest his legacy. And in order to do that, I think we need some kind of legend that we could promote. So we are... where is she? There. Domislava here could search for legends, right? That's something she could do. Alright. Yeah, I had a look into our knight situation. It's not the best. turn that off here. Like, we have our acclaimed knight, he's great. Philip here is great. Akakios, our own charioteer. We have Reingard. I'm constantly doing a back and forth on this, but should I have the Kneses serving in that capacity as well? Because they don't really have their own armies, right? So they can't really follow us into battle in that capacity. I guess I don't want them when they are not very good either. He is great though. He's good. So I guess I'll allow him to take up the sword. Yeah, and none of them. That's not proper. I think it would be very much anachronistic also to give someone of the Jewish faith that station, because that is usually something they would have been left out of. But I guess we could look for some knights we can bring to court. I don't need the filter actually. Oh, I think this has taken up a lot of. I can feel the lag. I hope you can understand me well, and my voice isn't lagging as well. We'll do this as quickly as we can. So we have we search for prowess. Now we look for people that we can bring to court. Obviously, not a woman, not a disloyal man. Not someone who's carrying a grudge and is in poor health. This is like more difficult than I thought it would be. I guess this guy here, Louis. Oh, look at Louis. Louis is trusting and just and a bit humble, but also a knight. Let's go for him. Ah, also at the court of that person. We'll get back to her. Take him away from her clutches. Do that again. I guess that guy here, Valchelin. Oh, Valchelin. You come to my court as well. Oh yeah, I guess that's alright for now. Okay. I guess what I could do is, and we get into the marriage situation in a moment. When it comes to Dominica here, who is now the, as we do see here, the Županica of Zavorje. And I think, well, it's not an ideal position, right? Because she's now Županica under Duimus here, and obviously she should be in a more exalted position. It's gotten that, of course, after, because Božena was the Županica before here. I guess what we could do is now where's that option? Candidacy. We could influence her candidacy, I guess, when it comes to Zahumlia in general. There we go. So she could take that over, maybe, if should he die. And I guess we don't even need that much, right? We just need to contribute like 60 to make her be first in line. Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, there's obviously also the matter of her marrying, but I guess we can allow her to do that. Like I've had a look around. There's not that many great candidates anyway. That's a bit of a problem they're currently in. So that should suffice for now. Yeah. Okay. So when it comes to the children and what we can do marriage-wise. Yeah, like I said last time, he does not want to marry off Stefania soon, anyway. Because she is his best friend. She is his source of goodness in the world. Like, when he's with her, he feels better about himself. And that's a rare feat for anyone to achieve. So he would want her to stick around. Now, when it comes to our Helena, it's a bit more... It's easier for us to marry her off, because she would be looking for that as well, I guess. The question is then, okay, whom do we marry her off to? Again, there's lots and lots of different options here that are all not too great, to be honest. I did settle afterwards. I guess I need to scroll down for that a little. Where is that? Yeah, I'm looking for carpets. There he is, Count Philippe of Clermont. He is of the Carpet dynasty, so very prestigious. And he is the heir to the Duchy of Flanders. Now, that would be less of a marriage that we would decide for in terms of, okay, how can we have a good alliance here, whatever. Which is not that much of a medieval thing anyway, right? That's something to talk about, I guess, at some point. But rather making sure that she is with someone befitting of her station, and that she would be, prosperous in a prosperous land and environment. And I guess that is a good marriage for that. So there we go. That is what we're looking for here. I did have a look, right, in Hungary and so on. There was really no one that really fitted the bill. So I guess there's that. Now, when it comes to Claudia, I think Claudia would be reluctant to marry anyway. Well, that is something obviously that Josip does not know, and that she wouldn't fully know herself either. So, but she would be reluctant, right? She's not coming to Josip and say, "Hey, I know this guy. Could you please marry me off to him?" She would not do that. She already had this urge to find herself in this more masculine role that she wanted to be in. She's now master of the horse, like a very important position at court. She is very capable, obviously. Very, very capable. Like, great commander. She knows a lot about martial matters. Probably more than Josip himself. Right? So she could advise him on that. She's also great in stewardship, right? So, quite an asset, essentially. Also very bossy. Commanding. And, again, it would be nice to keep her at court. That being said, she needs some kind of marriage, ideally. Not at court, but rather, some kind of marriage that would... Someone like him, for example. Olaf Knudsen. Because he's also, like, he is not... at court somewhere, so that means that when they marry, that he will come to our court. But I'm not sure about, because he's a bit of a sourpuss. Like, weird kind of connection here as well, like being vengeful and compassionate. Also resentful, and I guess while we are resentful, we hate that in other people. Like, he is definitely not someone we would want to call our friend. I did see him. He is with someone else, though. Count Herbert the Stout of Vermandois. Oh, I could invite him to my court, actually. I did not see him earlier in that list. Damn it. Oh, well, that's all the better now. So, we would get him. He is great, obviously. That's someone we definitely would want to have. And, Carling, for that matter, right? Then we have Geoffroy Carling. That is his father. Ooh! He's even more capable. We got the mum along with the bill. She's a bit forgettable. And then he has a brother, Louis here. Being a squire, craven, just... Alright. I'll take that deal. And I guess we could marry her to Eve then. I think she would even fit well with him. Yeah, but they would complement each other. greatly, I think. That's amazing. Yes, yes, yes. Come to my court, please. Wow. All right. That being said, I think that was what I wanted to do over here. Yeah, I did see that we could build one more mangonel, so I will do that. There we go. Then... right, I did see that we, instead maybe of, like, fighting the Byzantines, we can also try to convince the Jura territory. And I think I'm just going to try this with, there we go, Jerem. 8 years. That's quite a long time. But that is like one of those countries here that kind of are de jure our territory. There we go. Right. That is our de jure territory, but it's just a one-piece duchy, and it would be a shame, a waste, really, to declare war on the Byzantine Empire just for that one county here. So let's try convince them. We'll see how that turns out. Might not happen at all. There's a bit of a waste doing that for 8 years, but there we go. We'll just try it once and see if that brings us somewhere. Yeah, and I guess we come to the elephant in the room. The Barnica in the room. And I don't know how I did oversee this. How I did not see that in the first place. Of course. We have someone here in our lands who kind of repeatedly has been a thorn in our side. And we kept her in that position, and right now I don't know why. And I think Josip is asking himself the same thing. Why did I keep her in that position for so long? Right? Being disloyal, being excommunicated, and already being a convicted murderer. Like, not convicted, like ousted, an ousted murderer. Like, she killed her own husband. Who does that? Who does that kind of thing? And I think, and I was mentioned in the comments, we did see that last time, and for whatever reason, I did not see it, and then I clicked on, pardon her, because I couldn't... I hated that the message popped up each time. So I just wanted to go on. That was not the brightest thing I did. But yeah, okay, so it's quite obvious that she, who is also the nemesis of Radovan, would be behind these murders. We know that her father, famously, already started killing off Trpimirovićes. And I think she's just, she's daddy's girl, apparently, right? So she's just following in his footsteps. Of course, now we don't know. But what we can do, obviously, is like doing was stop looking for secrets here. Where is she? Look for secrets over there. 7 months. Okay. So I guess we can be a bit patient. Yes. So, lastly, for a finally hit play, I did see that we have apparently a pretty thing at our court by the name of Theodosia. There we go. Irresistible. Who's hovering around our court. And I guess he is in that position where, like I said, he would not marry, but taking the mistress is something completely different. And I think he needs that kind of outlet at this point. Right? Doesn't really much care, I think, that greatly about her personality. So, more interest about, in letting go of his stress, I guess. So what we could do here is, he's not romancing her. No, he's trying to seduce her, though. There we go. I guess we were still swaying her, but I think she was already fine. There you go. 95% chance. Finally! Finally we get a good chance of doing that. Generous dislikes greedy, okay. But gluttonous likes drunkard and greedy and eager reveler. Okay. Mischievous likes brave. Okay, apparently she's well aligned with us, so that's good. Right, I want to host a funeral, obviously, but I need to wait until everyone's back home. There we go. There is Philippe of Clermont. Philippe Capet. Is everyone back home now? Okay, Ugra has decided to go on a pilgrimage for whatever reason. He's at home. He's at home. She is at home, and she will probably come to the funeral. Maybe we have another funny moment in a second. What's he doing? Huh? Where is he? Alright, yeah, he's about to be home. I see. Okay, that was just... Right, we need to wait, obviously, for him to get there. And then I guess... Boinomir isn't home yet. Okay, yeah. Our son is agreeing to us teaching him something. Okay, so now... Go on. The rise of Yarsinism. Years ago, a holy man called Sultan Sahak was active in Kermanshah. Where is that? That's really far away. He was famed for his wisdom and many miracles. Though he has since passed away, his teachings endure. The syncretic blend of Sufi Islam with the older religious practices of the people of northwest Iran has attracted many adherents and is called Yarsinism or Ale Haq, the people of truth. Okay. We're not going to convert to Islam over that, I guess. That'll be a bit weird. He's not eccentric or anything like that. Why is he wounded now? Their marriage may prove to be a testament to the undeniable connection that binds hearts and spirits together. See, we've done well for her. Okay, I guess everyone's at home now. So we can go ahead and host the funeral. By the way, do we still have that train for tournament? Not sure I want to train for a tournament with him, and we are... Well, it's not there anyway, right? There is a tournament, obviously, but we were too late to attend. Okay, so where will we bury her? And I guess that we could do that in Split. Or here in Šibenik. I think before... Do I have to... I guess I have to do that in you, right? If I want to select a different one. I guess before we have put to rest our guys in Biograd. So I guess that could be something we could continue. Yeah, why not? Let's say we, like, Biograd is where we have our crypt for family. Yeah, of course, we pick the most expensive option, because this is a big one. And we invite people from other parts of the world, though no one is coming. Do we have rivals? I don't think so. He is not coming because he will not arrive in time. I see. Okay. I guess there's that. Yeah, I guess that's appropriate. Mourning for our dead wife. I think he would still be in some kind of shock over this. Like, again, while he was not very much in love with her, and so he deeply respected her, and he liked her as a person. While he did not see her that much over the past years because she was away in Zahoria. She would have been on his mind. Joffre and one of your other knights entered... Okay, yes. They... Although they're currently traveling, the game is having a hiccup because they were at the tournament. at the time when we invited them. So the game thinks they are still at the tournament, even though they're currently traveling to our place. And now they have entered the tournament. I hope they win. That would be great. Can I do something here now? Where is the tournament thing? Where is it? Where are you? Not seeing it anymore. Okay. Oh well. Oh well. That would be a fun thing if that happened. What's happening here, by the way? I guess I could create the Duchy of Croatia now, finally. Since we can hold one more duchy. Mathilde Otakeren. Right. That is one of our nieces. I guess I can speed this up then. Even at 4. At the speed of light. Been asked about expanding, and I guess he will do that. He will come back to that because that's part of just who he is. Wanting more and more. Not being satisfied ever with the status quo. And I have a few ideas where we could go. Oh yeah, by the way, contract expiring. Yeah, that's fine though. Oh, I did clear the lists of pinned characters, so maybe that's something I could do in the meantime. Let this roll. Pinning the Basileus. There he is, Nikephoros. Not that strong, is he? Oh, qualified for archery contest. Look at him. Anyways, okay, so let's get back to this one here. What is happening here? Domaslava is fighting Matiyahu. Stop doing that. That's quite silly. Anyway, there is nothing like a feast. It reminds us all of what is good in life, and the company is not too bad either. At least those seated close to me seem to think so. Okay. I like it. We are having a feast ahead of the... Well, it's the wake, right? So yeah, that's the thing where she would be, I don't know, still in that church and we are over there having a snack over her death. I still don't like that line very much here. Of all the figures venerated and villainous, none have been desired more than our departed Županica Božena. What do we do here? Quietly pray, allowing ourselves a moment of grief, or promise to be a better Kralj. I guess that is very much in line with who he is as a person. Like, he has this... he wants to be better, actually, I think. He just doesn't know how. Or he finds the wrong means to be better. But he wants to. And that is something he would vow to her. All eyes fall upon Ban Stjepan of Duklia as he falls to the ground in lamentation, hands coating his reddened eyes from view. Ban Stjepan of Duklia's sorrowful gasps and chokes have left his fellow mourners breathless, and many offer him comfort and reverence as if it were him who was to be committed to the hereafter. Alright. I think there's something genuine in this, because he is the younger brother of Božena. So, yeah, he might have grown up with her. She might have even cared for him. So I guess there's that might not just solely be performance. That being said, he's not someone to offer comfort. Don't think so. I guess that is something that he would try to do here. Like, nope. Eyes must fall upon me. And he did that. Jesus Christ. They did it again. Ugh. Like, 2 times in a row. How is that even possible? And why is our personal physician not doing anything? Okay, yeah, maybe he's not treating her because she is Ugh. Okay. In a quiet corner of the church, I overhear Damian chatting with a group of mourners. He somberly gestures me over. We all have fond memories of Božena. I was just talking about the time I took part in the magnificent grand wedding between you and Božena. Tell me, have you any memories to share? I guess. Oh, how could I forget about this time? Yes. I mean, it's not even like he was there. So why was that even... Why is that even a diplomacy challenge? I failed to explain it well. Maybe he was too drunk. I and the other mourners take a reprieve from our grief to enjoy a great bounty of food. Ban Stjepan, usually the lifeblood of any feast, there he is again. Now sits across from me, misty-eyed, with an untouched cup at his side. Yeah, well, I guess... Oh, that's 80 gold. 80 gold just for a round of drinks. Jesus Christ. I just say, okay, we join in the offering. I mean, I guess we've stolen the spotlight from him already. Maybe we can at least give him that. Like, we would know he's, like, earnestly grieving here. So, I guess he could have that. The shadows of mourners no longer loom over me, and I'm at last given a moment alone. What quiet comfort I could take in such a moment without the rattling and prattling of other guests in my ears. Just me and my thoughts of Božena. Ah, that felt good. Hunched beside me, bereft of the pretense of propriety, the inconsolable Voinomir, our younger brother, gazes out into the nothingness before him. Not a tear falls from his eyes, not a word passes his mouth until he turns to me. God can be cruel indeed. Why does the wind still yet blow? Why does the sea continue to push to the shore? Why does my body ache for food and thirst for water? The day of judgment is upon us. My sister-in-law is dead. Yeah, I guess that makes more sense given the way she died. Like, all of a sudden, at a feast, at a wedding, no less. So, yeah. I think in that case, again, is he someone to console? Maybe that's because he's his brother, he's his younger brother, and he is more inclined to, you know, be there for his family. So maybe he tries to console him. Which is... Jesus Christ. He is insulted. Yeah, we've always known you've been a bit of a crybaby. What? Oh, yes. While performing his duties as my spy master, Banduimus has uncovered a secret held by my vassal Banika Svetlana. She schemed from the shadows to have Lord Castamir murdered. Right. That is something. I guess it's not giving us anything to do here, right? We can't... We could, I guess, expose the secret, but I'm not sure that would give us a reason to imprison her, because Castamir was not, like, direct family or anything. I only think you can do that when it's about direct family. So, no, we have to dig a little bit deeper here. But that's a good first. That will definitely tell us that we are on the right track here. Jesus Christ, that woman. She's probably currently planning the next murder. Before me, a feasting table stocked high with all manner of food and drink, as if Božena were trying to offer a final act of magnanimity before parting. Kunica has so far refused to lay a finger on this banquet, however, swilling her goblet around in idle solace. Her middle-distance stare falls wearily upon me, and with a quiet nod she raises her drink high. To Božena of Illyria, truly one of the greats. Oh yeah, that's our niece and friend, so we do like her. So we're not going to make a show there in that case, I guess. That's a bit distasteful. Yeah, I guess I think in that case he would actually talk to her. There we go. Esteemed guests drift past the enshrouded body of Božena, one after another, granting her little more than a slight bow or nod, as if such perfunctory gestures could ever be enough to honor a life. My heart weighs as heavy as my pockets, so full of trinkets and memories of Božena. I can't help but wonder why I should get to hoard objects which rightfully belong to her. Yeah. The magnificent brooch. I guess that is the one that she gave us on our coronation. I think that would be a grand gesture. Like, for him to say, like, part of me is going with you. Like, you gave that to me, but it was for my coronation, for me, but now I'm giving that back to you. Because that part of me kind of died with you, I guess. We do get stressed for this, but I think it's good. It's a nice gesture. Again, he liked her. And that was, yeah. I think that was the right decision. Also, that gave us an insane amount of piety. We're about to be a religious icon. Yes. Yep. Kralj Josip, the religious icon. Now the time has come to commit Božena's final rites before her final journey into the hereafter. It was beautiful overall. Yeah. Burial is over. Now we can go back home. And yeah. So there we are. I guess that was one of our... Did we display that here? Oh, I think so. But I guess we don't have another one. No. We do have all of these trinkets and so on. And I thought at some point, oh well, maybe I could use them as gifts or something. But I have so many of them. And I guess maybe he keeps the liquor. But that's like a leftover from his father. He can't really do anything with that. I guess I would just go ahead and delete them. I don't really know what to do with them. And I guess we can repair that one here. So these things are now paying for that. The modest gemstone would give us some learning. I guess we're already full with stuff. Who gave that to us anyway? Current holder. Unearthed by Stefania. Oh, right. No, in that case we will not give that away. But the very ugly head, I think that one can go. That's... and maybe the older bottle of maraschino here, it's getting old. There we are, okay, so at least we got rid of some stuff. Right. Yeah, of course. I can declare wars. And it says to me that I could do this, obviously. And people keep telling me, hey, how about you do that? I have a dance first. Attending the dance not simply because I am the lord of the estate, but because I want to see Theodosia there. She looks resplendent, and when we finally have a moment to ourselves, I offer my suggestion. So, yeah... well, he would probably know that she's a bit of a, you know, glutton. So, yeah, just stuff her with some food. I guess he would do that himself. He's in that kind of mood anyway. Alright, yeah, okay, so, like I said, I don't have a claim myself. I could only do this for Stefania, then again, he would think that then Stefania's definitely gone. She's somewhere else. And she would have to face probably uprising within Hungary. And that would not be ideal. Then, I think the one that he would look more for is when it comes to Radovan. Now, Radovan has tons of claims. And he has, for example, a claim on Somogy. That is this duchy here. So that would fit kind of into our expansion plans. But then again, he would have to have more. In the position that he's in, he would have to have more than just the prospect acquiring land. That in itself is not a big concept in the Middle Ages, right? You do things because out of like you think you're owed. You have to, because that is part of your part of your inheritance, like inheriting claims, and then you have to go for them because otherwise you would seem as illegitimate. And that's definitely nothing a medieval ruler would have wanted. But yeah, I don't see how he would go against that king here, King Farago. There's no real reason to do that. And again, that is still Stefania's brother, right? So maybe that's something where she would tell Josip to not pursue anything regarding Hungary, and he would listen to her. Like, even though she's greedy. She is a greedy sort too. But I guess there are options that are better. Like, again, going against the Byzantines, but we do see here, he is... He does have holy orders, and I guess he could use holy orders against us as well, right? Already! I woke up this morning and realized it's been days, weeks, since I last thought about Božena. Once her loss was a sharp pain pressing down on my chest, leaving me scarce room to breathe each time I thought about her. Now, while I know that pain will always be with me, it doesn't feel quite so overwhelming as it once did. My advisors are urging me to put aside my mourning period, to once again consider taking a wife. I know they mean well, or perhaps they just want things to get back to normal, but I can't say I'm certain I'm ready to move on. Okay. I guess it makes sense. Like, that brought closure to us. That funeral there. Ah, she liked the food. There we go. That woman certainly has a taste for the finer things in life. And we would be able to marry. I didn't even have a look at this. Although I would think that... oh, she's just wounded. Okay, that's good. It would make sense for him to marry Domoslava. Her being a Trpimirović. And... yeah. That would at least make sense to me. I guess we could have a look into who's on the market. Could have another Rurikid wife. But yeah, that would be a bit dodgy. I don't do these kind of things normally. Yeah, I guess could go for someone who's regarded as very clever. Because he usually listens to when people advise him on things. There is an Ortville still around. That being said, all of these women here don't come from, like, big families or anything. I guess there's an Estrid in here. But they are far away. Otakaren is one of the bigger houses. I guess there are Vojislavijeviches around. But that would seem weird to him now. And nothing in here tells me that, yes, that is definitely something he would go for. Let's look for prestige gain. Might cause Ruikids all along the way. Valerian Kape. Yeah, I guess there's Domoslava again. She should heal up, I guess. Not dragging her in front of the altar. Oh, look at her. She's like ethereal. How kind of ambitious and brave. A Landolfidi. So that would be a Lombard house. From southern Italy. She is the granddaughter of Giscard and Landolf of Benevent. She has claims to Benevent, Apulia, Calabria, So basically to all of this. That might be an angle that we could take. Like if we have children with her. That's all weak claims, right? All of them weak claims. But that could be some area to look into as well. Reclaiming those lands. Ima Landolfidi. Would that make sense for him? I guess she is at a court that is very much closely aligned with the Pope. Either her or Domaslava. Domaslava, I guess, is the safe option. But when has Josip ever gone for safe? There we go. Arrange the marriage. If they become lovers, he would stop pursuing Theodosia. We could do another grand wedding. Can you have too much of a good thing? No, I don't think he would host a grand wedding for this. Yeah, this would be more understated. Alright. He's marrying again. Right. See, Papal Legate. Theodosius, the Compassionate. Okay. Now she's joining our court. And there we go. After the festivities of our wedding came to an end, the door to our bedroom had barely closed before Imma and I began tearing off our expensive wedding garments. Our first night passed in a carnal blur, our hearts racing, our bodies aflame, and we finally lay still. A question about our future seemed to settle silently into the room. At last, Imma looks up at me with a sleepy yet satisfied smile. "What do you say, Josip?" she asks. "Shall I make this a habit?" I think so. I think that was what he was looking for all along. Unless his resentful nature is holding him back here. Like, he needs to feel miserable in order to get where he wants to be. Oh, just friends. But I guess that would be something he was looking for very long. And he's not only resentful, he's a greedy man. He wants things. I guess that's something he wants. So, yes. Yes, please. Which also means that we are not going to go ahead and seduce Theodosia. But that being said, her being at our court, being at marrying age, let's find someone for her. That would make sense. Maybe Reingard. I guess. There we go. He loses a bit of prestige, but that's fine, I think. There we go. There we have that. And then, since he's now here, I can have that marriage between them. Yes, that's a very good marriage in my book. There we go. Ta-da! Everyone's marrying. Oh, look at that. We're at 10.6 now. Good stuff. And these buildings haven't even been built. There we are. Having had the opportunity to attend the wedding of my son-in-law Eve and Claudia, I learned much about the relationship of the couple. They perhaps live as good friends. And I guess that's the optimum here. That's, yeah. That's the best that could have happened, because she would not have taken him as a lover. I could host another feast. I guess also to celebrate his own marriage. Where is she, by the way? There she is. I guess we could do that. Nope. Plan a feast. Expenses will be lightened for 30 days. Yeah. Alright. But I'll wait until my wife's home. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I was already planning for that. I guess. They will be strangers, that's fine for me as well. We get double the reduction now. I don't think it works that way. Oh. The story of a peach tree in Zadar, said to be of supernatural origin, is spreading far and wide as of late. A devout Christian knight supposedly settled there long ago, attracted to the land's beauty. He made a solemn vow of chastity to focus on worship of God and other noble deeds. He fell deeply in love with a local maiden, a pretty girl of charming, virtuous disposition, but fought day and night to preserve his chastity. Finally, he could bear it no longer. He not only retreated into the wilderness, but he also took an oath of silence, so he would not be tempted to confess his feelings to her. He became a renowned hermit, and when he died, a peach tree sprung up from his grave, a symbol of the spiritual power of silence that inspires the locals to this day. Oh, that's nice. No, I think he would enjoy a tale like that. I think he likes to hear nice things. Okay, she is at our court. Let's see if we can host that feast. I will go to Zadar again for that. Could also go to Solin. I think we haven't been here before, and there are farms and fields, so it's kind of nicer to host it there. All right. Who would be the honored betrothed then? Is that Eve or is that Reingard? I think we would select, or we could even select Claudia. I think he would do that because he did that for his daughter. Again, no one from outside of Croatia coming to our party. Yeah. Wine selection. There we go. We have an honorary guest. Whom do we pick? Maybe that's where we could pick, where is he? Eve. Oh, that kind of fits nicely, does it? Then we have both of them honored here. I think that's nice. I think that's very, very nice. We do that for recreation. We want to drink. Yep. We want to rock and roll all night. Ah, lovely time ahead of us. Yeah. So this will go down as his feasting time. Where he's still... It's still like the aftershocks, right? Of the murder of Božena. But at least we managed to teach Prvaneg something about ruling. There we go. I wanted to, and that's the next thing we could do. Ingratiate the... where is it? Where is that now? Did I oversee it? Ah, yeah. Ingratiate family. There we go. Let's do that. He's looking proud. Oh, look at Emma dancing. She also has the monobrow going for her. I think that's Josip's thing. Božena had that too. Single brow. Radovan, what are you doing here? Is he trying to find a like-minded person? We do know he is not looking for the women. The Trpimirovićs are in a tough spot, are they? Like, he only has daughters. What is that now? Noble woman from... Like, how is that relevant to us? You should... I want you to find out that she killed our wife. And if you don't do that, I will just have to drag her out of a castle myself, even if people call me a tyrant for that. He is patient, but his patience is wearing thin. She... Huh? What is she doing? She's our lover. Don't... Mm-hmm. What is that? Do we... Oh! Why... I did not see this. Damn it! Oh, that could proper F us up here. Wow. Okay. I did not see that. Sorry, like, you guys saw it. Like, do something. Please do something. That happened so fast. Because I guess that was not their... Is it the Curse of Canaan? On the 23rd of December. Broke out in Ravenna. Yes, I guess that spread like wildfire. It only has been here for a few days. Jesus Christ. Who was the Seneschal before? So is that a person that's already dead? I guess you would have seen that in the window down here. Oh, that was our son, and we gave him the duchy. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Okay, so we're having a feast with everyone. Oh, it's bloody consumption. It's the bloody consumption. That's the worst thing to have. Jesus Christ. Yeah, she's about to die. Yeah, I guess it's nice folk to be with here. While they're alive. Jesus Christ. What did Reingard do? Is that the thing where he... Alright, okay, yeah, okay, so he had the bird that wasn't cooked. Yeah, I guess I'm going down that road now. Maybe even considering going in that direction here as well. We do see him act like a proper family man at times, don't we? I'll roll die for that, actually. Is he going to continue in the August tree, or is he going more into the direction of family hierarchy? He is remaining in the August tree. But this here is proper concerning. He might die from this. Worsened disease symptoms. Oof. And that will put everything in jeopardy. Now, Reingard, who's still clutching his nose where the peacock marked him. Hehe, peacock. Ui. People are definitely going to die for this, by the way. From this. Alepso, and there we go. He is also in poor health over this. Oh. Should I already look for... Like, I don't think I have anyone in court that could do that. Gordana Gusic, my younger sister. Oh, right, she's at her court. No, then she should stay there. Stefania Justina of... Oh, she is she's erudite. Doesn't even have the physician trait, but is a herbalist. She could become an excellent one. Yep. Invite her. What is that now? Radovan very hesitantly brings my guest Adam to me. Ban Ugra has asked me to promote Adam. What? That's you. Oh no, Radovan. Radovan is coming to me with a request from Ugra saying we should take his youngest son Adam here into our army, and he's not fit for that. Yeah, I guess in that case he's currently he has different worries. Right, we toast to Eve. Thank God I can go inside again. Although I'm not sure. Yeah, now this comes back to haunt us here. That we've given him Ragusa, because now he's not under our protection here. Because we now have a plague resistance of 74, whereas he has 5. Oof. Do we even hold court? We can make love to our wife. I guess that's something we could do. There we go. Ah, wonderful. I don't think he will hold court. Like, just for roleplay reasons. You don't want to have sick people coming into your court. Pagania recently suffered from a couple forest fires. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now that too. Well, they were thankfully not too destructive, causing minimal damage to the local settlements. However, some locals who are experienced with traversing the wilderness in this region, such as woodcutters and herbalists, informed my officials that the patterns behind these forest fires were unusual. Other locals, however, have cautioned there isn't enough evidence that the fires were man-made. I see. If someone has been trying to intentionally burn some forests, our laws are clear on the matter. However, we only have so many resources. We can't investigate every allegation out there, especially since some of them are false alarms. I guess? Pagania, minor forest fires. Oh, Jesus Christ. Where is that anyway? Alright, that's Mokro. Okay. Ah, now we get these messages. That's a mod I've downloaded. That's where you saw the knight symbols here and squire traits. And sadly, that mod always pops up and does this thing. It's like, hey, you want that guy as a squire? And I'll be like, no. I can usually just skip them. There we go. Oh, dear little Steslav here has died. That was Georg's son. I mean, it's a level 2 one, right? So that is not even a light one. What is that? Book inspiration. Wants to write about medicine. Skill is decent. But I guess that could help us. We have the one book, right? We have one book here. I guess if there's anything we can do right now, she wants to make a box. Oh, that can wait. Don't need a box right now. Book about medicine, though, that's a different matter. Oh, there we go. There we go. Blagoje has died. How? And now we have him. Learning 11. That's not very good. Oh, dear Lord, look at them. I guess we could already put her in that position then. Just praying that everyone will survive here. Alright. Božena and Ugra are among the most powerful vassals of my realm. They want to dedicate the book to them. Oh, I am in a religious icon, by the way. Sure to be close to being. Don't we get the? I thought I would get a legend seed when he is a religious icon. Is he doing that? Like, why? They don't have any. No, dedicated to myself. Come on. It's the Josip Book of Medicine. What is he doing? What is he doing? Attacking King Farago in the Slovak... Oh! The thing that I said I could do, he now just took into his own hands. And he dragged my son into it. But in the meantime, the crimson stain so stark against the pale cloth, I stare at it in disbelief, suppressing another cough. Did I? I wipe my fingers against my lips, my hand trembling as I pull it back. I can feel the warm wetness, but I dread to look. I'm afraid you have contracted consumption, Highness. He is ill too. I will treat you immediately. In any other circumstance, I would pick that option. We did say that he's a risk taker. But that being said, he doesn't feel terrible. Like, he's in fine health. So I guess we can leave it at that. That's fine. If he were, like, close to dying, I think he would have been, do anything that you can. Throw it at me and see if it sticks. Yeah. Recommend scribe. And I guess with her it's similar. Also not in bad health. Still. Wow, okay. Matiyahu has died. You know, food taster. Don't have really someone that could fit the role. Radovan has passed. Prvaneg is next in line for the Banovina of Dalmatia. Oh! Making a move, is he? Louis died of consumption. That was one of our knights. 3 of my calmest counselors, Ugra, Ima, and Stanko, have approached me with a way to ensure stability. I guess we need stability right now. I lose 138 treasury, and every direct vassal will lose gold as well. That's a big one, though. I know that event, and it's terrible. It's one I'd like to mod out of the game, because if you are the vassal at that point, you would just lose money and don't know why. Problem is, do they all have enough treasury to compensate? I guess they would. He isn't. But he's already down there. Form a process of arbitration where I or my appointed judges would mediate disagreements between my vassals over land and titles. This would reinforce my role as the ultimate peacemaker and source of justice. Alright. Do it. What? No, if there's anything we shall find it. She is guilty. Look at her looking so smug. My vessel, Knes Dujan, costs me. Alright, okay, he is... Why is that giving me stress? Anyways, okay. So he's donating some coin for the book. Oh! Ah. Sini is back. I guess I will just... Again, I could give that to a Dalmatian noble. Okay. What was that? My daughter, what? Ah. Right, that is what I wanted. Okay, that is good. That is good. That is what I wanted for her to have. But is she... Now she's running straight into that territory. She might get ill as well. Damn it. Like, who do we pick here? Could I say, Radovan, I know that you are capable of doing that, and you want to find some dirt on her, right? He does definitely have. Yeah. She would be a powerful vassal. So giving that to Stjepan, even though he's better. Giving her a chance. Giving her a chance. We're trying to integrate the Šubić family, right? So there we go. Nah. Tuimus is dead. Yeah. Ooh. And consumption is the worst one. Really the worst. Because this could go on for years now. And in that time, I can do nothing. Stanko lost the title of Krk. Alright, okay, so he's handing out titles. That's my main concern. Can I do anything, really? Do we have an artifact? Yes, we do. The crystal goblet. Like, he's not... Like, he's more concerned for his son's health, right? That's also part of his bravery, I think. He's less concerned about himself, more concerned about his son. There you go. Is he already equipping it? Demand equip artifact. There you go. Right, still poor health, but better. Well, what else do we equip now? I guess a drink. Oh, the gemstone from Stefania. We do have a new emperor as well. Oh! Hello! Yeah, so... Oh, that's something I wanted to do, right? Pick new... pins. Pin. 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 Grrr. Pin. Pin. Ah, she didn't get it. That's great. That's good. That is good. Alright. Ooh. No, that's a... Wow. That's a big one. Prvaneg has died indeed. Succumbed to a fatal apoplexy. Like not even died from consumption. Oof. How... Oh. Now that's a big one. How do we deal with that? Dubrovnik now goes to Stefania. And she got pregnant. Oh, wow. Can I... Yes, invite her to court. I want her to be at court and I want her to have the best treatment she can possibly get. Invite to court. Is there anything else we can do for her? Did I get my my goblet back? I did not. Okay. Oh, wow. And she is strong. She is healthy. I bump into a very grave-looking Sophia, my writer, hoping that she doesn't bring ill news of the splendid book she should soon have ready for me. There you are, my liege. I have hit a wall in my work. Nothing major. My ideas have gone to ground as the pressure mounts. She laughs nervously. Yeah, there's pressure. not sure that that would give us anything. Like, we do have a book. I don't want to destroy that one. To the library. No. Izzy. 33% chance of her getting the trade drunkard. Yeah, I guess he's egotistic enough to say that he knows what to do. There we go. That is Claudia. She's ill as well, but she looks like she's going to survive it. Ah, there we go. There we go. That's obviously not good. Like we're losing glory here. Phew. There must be. So we know that she killed her husband. We know that she killed Castamir. My knight Reingard barges in, wild-eyed, clutching a sack of leeches. Leeches are the only way to stop the curse of Canaan, he cries. Tradition says they should only be used under expert care. These are desperate times. Can we really afford to wait? Okay. So there's either they work or they don't. But I guess, again, in that case, I think we do the... Oh, it was successful. Yes, good stuff. Good, good, good. Oh, that's good. Oh, that was my sister. My sister Ekaterina died. And now he's not so well anymore. I guess we'll leave it at that. He's going to get some stress. I'll walk to my getaway. I'll be drinking the entire ride. I cancel my plans. I'll roll for that one. Because he is in a kind of situation where he, you know. And he's entering a drinking binge, apparently. Jesus Christ. That is not good for him either. And what is that? Oh, there we go. That was just a hiccup. His health is still fine, though. Holding up. That was not what I wanted to roll. Not too long ago, Pagania suffered from a couple minor forest fires. I know. I ordered for my officials to investigate based on suspicions foul play was involved, and turns out these suspicions were well founded. My officers have arrested a couple people who confessed to starting the forest fires after they were caught trying to start another one. They are involved in a local feud with another clan and have been trying to destroy their rivals' lands. Everyone in Pagania can breathe a sigh of relief now that the matter is resolved and appropriate punishments can be doled out to the offenders. Okay. We do have a son. Though I dread to see Pribina, Tancred, Richard, Josip. Well, I guess what people would have done, right? So now Prvaneg is dead. So, but he was... so the thing is, since children died all the time, until they reach a certain age, it was very likely for them to die. Then you would give them a name, but you would pass on that name if it was important to another child if that child died. He was already an adult man. Yeah, by the way, that model here is not the best one. The mesh for the, you know, thingy. Widow thing, so that's why her arms look a bit weird. It's going to change once she is not a widow anymore. Bear with it. She's still... No, she's not pregnant anymore. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. So in that case, this little boy here is our current only hope that we have. Of, ooh. In that case, he will be called Prvaneg. Can we still... I guess we can enter seclusion. No. I have a contagious and deadly disease. Yeah, okay. She's still fine. I'm fine. Yeah. Poor Reingard has died. Ah. Everyone's taken away. A poem about legacy from Damaslava. Hope only for memory's grace that their history finds true place. Yeah. Oh, these are dark days. Yeah, I do get stress. Oh, and now we've entered poor health. Damn it. Consumption is at stage 2. And that's the way things can go, right? This could be brutal. Like, who is currently inheriting? That would be Voinomir. At least Illyria then would stay in the hands of the Gušić. We have Voinomir. Another one. Yeah, I definitely don't want him. He has done investments, so I guess he cannot invest further. Do I put some of my own 20? With deduction? No. Yeah, that is currently what he does. He wants to make sure that the Kraljevstvo is staying. Also, and that one is going to Adam. Yes, that is good as well. That is good. Okay. So that is what we can do right now. Cannot enter seclusion anyway. Right. And that's our only hope. Our only hope is a young boy. It's just... Ay. Whom would we appoint then? Yes. Yes, definitely Voinomir. Right. No, we do not end the isolation. Ooh. Benjamin is dead. So, in that case, we pick her. Have Damian in that position. There you go. Look at them becoming friends. Oh dear. What would I do? Player as now Voinomir completely. Okay. So that means we would play him. Attempted murder on Damian. I think that is a punishable crime, is it? Oh, wait. Huh? Stop. That is a punishable crime, isn't it? Let's expose that one. It is not. Ay, 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 ay. Can we do something here? Lose all landed titles. You receive the Banovina and its vassals. Can I... So if I were to revoke his appointment... So the thing is, my train of thoughts. We would want, obviously, for Voinomir to inherit this. But currently, his son does. Which I don't quite understand. No, yeah, but because he... Yeah, right, okay. No, everything is fine then. Okay. No, that's the Kralj of Croatia. Damn it. My... I wanted the succession of the... 9 of succession. Title will follow Kralj of Croatia of Illyria. There we go. So, Voinomir should inherit. Good. That's good. I just hope that we will live long enough. Oh, there we go! My Krali. She says, like... She's crawling. Drunk and coughing up blood. In the throne room. My Krali! My beneficiary Sophia smiles and gestures me over with ink-stained hands. The book is finished. I hope the completed work overshadows my lack of knowledge on the subject. Please have a look. A beautiful manuscript containing all the medical wisdom of the ancient philosopher and physician Galen, or Galen, that is the how you would pronounce that in German. The cover is wood that has been painted to display a repeating image of geometric shapes. Yeah, that's what we're most interested in. No, what we're most interested in is obviously reading the damn book over and over and over. See, Kralj Josip's Galen. Oh, he's still in poor health, even with that one. Jesus Christ, he was in bad shape. What else? What else do we have? That is until 11:17. Why did I roll for that one? I shouldn't have rolled for that one. But again, that's, you know, some things are out of your control. And he already was in this very dreadful mood. And alcohol apparently was the only thing that could take him out of it. So yeah, that's the way things go sometimes. What else? I guess we could try to invest in better sick houses. It's very expensive. And I guess that would be more logical to do. I'll leave it at that for now. I guess I will need some money, and if Voinomir takes over. Voinomir. You need... Can we do something for him? Can promote him again? Maybe he is not promoted anymore. That is a modifier that lasts for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. Yeah, okay. In that case, we will promote him again. And again, consumption is the worst. Like, all the other illnesses, they would last for, I don't know, about 2 or 3 months. And this one here can go on forever. Ekaterina rivals with Dominica. Okay. Offer courtier. She is offering me Volkmar. I guess he's good. Estrid. Okay. Offer you the service of my steward. That's very good, dear niece. Thank you very much, but I don't want to send this man to certain death. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Poor health. At least reduce disease symptoms. At least there is that. But I guess it's okay. I have to deal with these things, right? Because that history was not kind to any of these people. And things were never as straightforward. Ah, Philippe is dead. He's a master of raids. Guess we can give a position to Eve. What's that? Master Dynasty Gushich gained 50 renown. Okay. Child born to daughter. Okay, they have a son. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Oh yeah, I did not look into the... Okay, so he has failed in his attempt to do that kind of thing. Like, I'm really trying to play this realistically. Like, I'm not going to do anything right now because I'm deadly ill and surrounded by death. And, right, that's... I'm not going to participate in any of these things. I guess he's back. So there you go. Find something. Like, could it really be that she did not kill Božena? Damn it. But if she did not, who indeed did? Bribia. Alright, okay. Yeah. Can only give that to a Croatian noble anyway, okay. Not to a Dalmatian one. I guess because the culture here is probably predominantly... No? Oh well. Anything I want to do here? No. Oh! But at least Court Grandeur is now at level 10. Woohoo! That's what we needed. Alright, he married a Vojislavievich. That makes sense for him. And Domaslava is leaving our court. She was not allowed to do that. Gotta pay with influence or with money. In that case, I would gain stress again. She's still at our court, and no, I don't want her to go. She's an important part of our court. She is not. I will not allow it. Okay. There you go. Come back. You can cough up blood at our court. There you go. Do your thing. Can compose poetry here. Malchilin died of consumption now. It is the deadliest one. Consumption is the worst. And it still keeps raging. Yeah. Court musician is dead. Nah, I'll leave that position open for now. My courtiers debate matters of war and state with predictable fervor, clinging to their comfortable illusions of control. Their words are hollow, their motivations utterly transparent to me. I could join their charade of normalcy, but my observations would only disturb them. It is better to remain apart, to watch from the margins where the truth of things reveals itself. Yet a voice whispers that the distance grows too great, that this self-imposed isolation has a cost I have not yet considered. Yeah, I guess he would tend to rather be reclusive. And there we go, people. Oh dear. And he is inheriting now when this is still going on, so he might as well die here as well from this. That's so brutal. Damn it, consumption. Like, people keep telling me, why don't you play with the Dark Ages mod or whatever, because the game is too easy. I tend to disagree, like we see here. I do have some mods installed that make the game deadlier, and that definitely took place here, because he, as you do see here, he was now a level 3 person with consumption. So, yeah, and these stack, right? So, health catastrophic penalty. Yeah, nothing we could have done here, I think. But the problem is, like, they are likely going to die as well. That is, consumption is the worst. People die from consumption. There's nothing we can do. I suppose we must. The only thing I guess that I can do is to keep him busy running around. Or being in his army, just standing around. That would be like cheesing the game a little. But then again, I think he, as a clever person, as someone who's intelligent, he would be like, I should probably not go to Split right now when everyone else is dying in there. So, yeah. Anyways, boys and girls, so that was the reign of Kralj Josip, the Battonian of Illyria. He was 46 years old when he died, and his reign felt like it did go on forever. And it did. Like, he was Kralj, as we do see here, for 27 years. And that was because he was very young when his father Prvaneg died. What do we have here? This found peace in Christ's embrace at 46 years of age. He died of consumption. A zealous man, he fought for the glory of God against the infidels in one of the greatest holy wars of recent history. Voinomir ascends to the throne, never caring for the word of the scriptures. Many fear Voinomir's rule will come to an early end as God smites him. Okay. Alright. Does he have that secret non-believer? Why is he trying to sway? Alright, okay, that's one of his. Oh, he does. He's not a non-believer. Again, so I don't usually interpret this as that crass. Not lost any titles. That is good. Yeah, that was our lineage now. Prvaneg for 22 years. Josip for 27 years. And now Voinomir at 38. Inheriting. He is now Kralj. Kralj Voinomir. Now I've never had him, I've never taken a proper look at him, really. Like, who he is, how he would rule, and we do see that he's very, very different from Josip, which is interesting, right? That's partly why I've been asked again to choose a house tradition. I'm reluctant to do that because many people in the past have rightly called that out and said, okay, if we choose house traditions, then we will get, the same traits over and over again in rulers. And we do have, like, cynical now as something that keeps on in that family. Maybe that is I'll find a house tradition that has cynical in it, because I would choose that at some point if we find something that's really like the red line that goes through. Is that even a saying in English? The red thread. You know what I mean, right? So if there's the one thing that would distinguish the Gušić from everyone else. I guess so far that is cynicism. He is calm. He's cynical. He's humble. And he is a flatterer. So that would tell you how he handles his affairs. He is a charismatic negotiator. He's great at it. So that is his thing. He would not antagonize anyone. He tries to be nice to people, not because he likes to be nice. I guess he's not really keen on having that many friends, but rather he has found out for himself that works best for him. Just give people things. tell them something they want to hear, and that's keeping them in line. What else? What else can we say about Josip? I mean, obviously, he was a man of great extremes. He would not settle down on anything. Like, he always had this this drive, this hunger for more, and that defined him really. What was once the Kraljestvo of Croatia, he rebuilt into somewhat of a successor of Roman rule in the area, with a hint of something even greater. We do see that the Holy Roman Empire is in constant turmoil. They keep electing empresses for whatever reason. And I think the current empress is also excommunicated. He managed to get an alliance with the Pope himself. So the Pope would have declared that Josip is the one who carries the torch for Catholicism. And that was what he achieved. He was a religious icon. Would you believe that? He was not a great man. He was not a good man at all. Although I think he did some good, but not because he wanted to. He was good to his family, I think. That is definitely something that he did. That was, I think, his redeeming quality. That he was somewhat of a family man who wanted the best for his children. And I guess for Wojnomir as well. Although Wojnomir got... he ended up with Rashka, so at the fringes here. So he was sent to a province that needed great oversight, where he really, really needed to placate nobles here and there to rule successfully. And I guess he did that. So there's that. And now he's gone. That feast that he held, when suddenly, I guess we can imagine that dramatically, right? So they are all sitting around their table, and suddenly someone starts coughing up blood. And then the next one. And next you know, all of them are coughing up blood, and hell breaks loose in Split and on the whole Adriatic coast. Right? West and east. Both sides of the Adriatic, or is that north and south, rather? I don't know. That's the proper angle, right? So it's like north, east, southwest. There we go. Yeah. And then he tried his best, I think. His son did not survive this. And tragically, his wife got pregnant, but lost the child. And I guess all these things broke him. And the only thing that he found worked for him was drinking. So he ended up drinking and wasting away. I think that is... I guess it says he died of consumption. Yes, I guess he died of to say it like dramatically, he died of a broken heart. His spirit was broken in the end, I think. His mighty spirit. And the last things that he did was to make sure that should he die, that his brother Wojnomir should take over and become ruler of Illyria. Not his own son, little Prvaneg, because he is just a babe. And you can't put a baby on a throne. It's not possible, especially not in an administrative system, right? If that was a feudal system with primogeniture, like even the feudal system with any kind of partition, he would have been king. He would have been Kralj, even as a little baby. But not in an administrative system. And that is where Wojnomir was the best choice. And I guess overall he thought he was the best choice anyway. Because he has the means to keep this together. This vast... kingdom that he conquered, partly, with all its problematic nobles. There's still that matter here. I'm kind of pissed that we did not find out about this in time. And I don't know, I'm still not sure. Like, apparently, like, we've tried it many times. She must be so good at this. Like, she's brilliant, Svetlana, I gotta say. Like, whatever she's doing there, it works out for her. She has managed to evade basically everything that was thrown in her way. And gotten away with murder. Time and again. So, wow. Oof. Yeah, I guess we continue. What's the time? It's 1 hour 50. So I guess I'm not going to do much here. Because I should figure out... what are we currently doing? Is this a glitch? Hello? Ooh, why are we not doing anything away from realm? There he is, in travel. Oh, that's not good. Like, why is nothing happening here? The thing that I wanted to do is put him in an army. Like, back here. And I guess we can say we raise... huh? Oh, there we go. Raise the men-at-arms. Oh, he cannot because he is traveling. Can we say that we temporarily choose... Again, I cannot change the realm capital while I'm traveling. Can I send him on a path that at least does not go through the thick of it? Look at that nice little university here. And then going there. And I guess that's better in total. So there we go. But again, like, why is... okay, there we go. There was a royal court event for whatever. But no, that did not do it either. Like, what kind of event are we currently holding to? Any of these things? Does anyone ever had this problem? Fix missing family. Maybe that's something I can do? No. So what did just happen? You have departed personal. Claim. Departed for your court. I became dynasty head. Balko endorses you. Good one. What am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to do in that situation? Is there anything I can do in debug mode? Is there any way I can say I guess maybe I could save and reload and see if that changes anything? I guess. Always takes ages. I guess if nothing's working out, I have to rely on earlier autosave, which is bad. Let's give it one try. I know it takes ages. With all the mods I have installed, it always takes ages. Ah, there we go. That was the event. And I didn't see the event window. I suppose we must. Okay, that's okay. Anyway, so everyone can exhale, I guess. We are still in business. This is continuing. And we are currently trying to get to split, only for us to go back, I guess, to either here or there. I'll keep those provinces in the meantime. Yeah, there we go, because the damned curse of Canaan that has wrought havoc in our land is still there. It does not seem like this is going to be, like he will not, I think while traveling, he will not get consumption because they looked okay. Yeah, no, we're not making love right now. I have not held a coronation, that's true. Is there anything I need to do terribly urgently? I don't think so. There's our wife, by the way, Kumika. She's also cynical, temperate and calm. I guess they like each other. Yeah, they're friends. They would like each other. And she is a daughter of Ban Ugra. So there we go. And there's our son. Oh no! Who's hard-headed? Oh, damn it. Impatient, humble, and deceitful. A bit bossy. Bit of a waste. But I guess we will see what we can do about that. Well, if he manages to not gain consumption, then yeah, I guess he will rule for a while. Maybe find someone else to. Maybe little Prvaneg here will be okay by that time. Oh dear. Go for it. Voinomir. Was a notice there? There's something happening here at court. I don't know what. And there we go. There's a Liberty faction going on. Dominica here has created a install Dominica on the Illyrian throne faction. As you traverse the rugged terrain of the Rashka Mountains, you stumble upon an isolated hut nestled among the vineyards. Living there is a friendly hermit, Christo, who greets you with open arms. As a former vintner, he prides himself on his collection of fine wines and fruit brandies, all produced from the local vineyards. Yes, I guess that's the. But he, yeah, he does not need that. I guess he has other things to do right now. So thank you. Cheers. Bye bye. I didn't say that to you. That was him. But I'm going to say that in a minute anyway, I guess, because we're over the 2-hour mark. And I really need to wrap my mind around this, because this is brutal. Very brutal. But I guess that is the kind of appeal of the game. Like to have your whole expectation shattered and then trying to find new ways of dealing with this, because Voinomir here, he would have different feelings about this, I guess. Maybe he did not want to be in that position. I guess he would not have wanted that. But he is there. Oh, he's also a flagellant. Profligate too. Okay. So, yeah. I guess that is where we headed. And that is where we, what we do next time. And then we will see how we can move forward from this. Until then, that is me now speaking. Cheers. Bye-bye.